Hi there, my name's Madan Mohan Das of the Hare Krishnas, and I just want to share some insight into massive epidemics. And I'm going to quote something by one of our exalted saintly teachers. This is right back from 1970 on the subject of massive epidemics. One sage has explained that massive epidemics are due to contamination of the ether, the airwaves, by impure sound. When the lawyers and pleaders in court begin to tell lies in the name of justice, these sound vibrations contaminate the ether, which in turn contaminates the air and water which people breathe and drink, and the epidemic is the result. Nonsensical sounds are entering and contaminating the ether, the air, the water, and the very molecular structure of each and every person, place and thing. There is the very risky business of intentionally invading the sound waves with defective sound. The lines of communication are filled with impure sound, from the earliest school books to the most advanced so-called philosophy. The White House filibusters, I think they'd be called spin doctors today, are another excellent example of intentional pollution of sound channels. If we were to infuse spiritual sound into the ether, if we were to saturate the ether with the transcendental sound vibration of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, this Maha Mantra would purify, enlighten and saturate every being with its potencies. So what we're faced with, and if it hasn't become clear to most people by now, then you really haven't been paying attention. We are being deceived on a massive scale, an unprecedented scale, and it's clear who pulls the strings behind our governments and our media channels. No surprise to people with the most money. I wrote something called Viral Revolution, just as a response, my personal response to this situation. Gaurangavirus spreads like wildfire through the population, souls singing out in wild celebration. As darkness fades with millions waking to the light of love and the truth of creation, critical mass, just 1 in 8, has turned the tide, and it's way too late for Satan's men to block the gates to the city of revelation. Check out London's Earth Stars, earthstars.co.uk, and you'll be amazed. Spreading faster than the speed of light, God's holy names put everything right. With Babylon falling and Avalon rising, heavens descending, and there's no more crisis. Jimmy Savile's mates don't run my world, and it's time to round them all up and hold them to account. The New World Order only works in the dark, and a new day has dawned to kick it right out of the park. No more psychopathic leaders always trying to cheat us. No more liars in the media trying to mislead you. Viral revolutions catching on fast, empowering people to move real fast. And we need to move real fast. And bring an end to the New World Order that now only seems like a very bad dream about toxic vaccines. Thank God that nightmare's over. We can now reclaim the streets and our public places and reassert our rights, because we hold all the aces. 7 billion people under house arrest on the strength of what we're told through TV, radio and newspapers. Lies, lies and lies is all we're hearing all the time. Undoubtedly there's a virus, it's a variation on the flu virus, and people do die from these things, but the reaction is way disproportional. The response is way disproportional to the actual real problems. The problem is we have dishonest people in government, and the lies that they tell just poison the airwaves, but that can be, the airwaves can be purified by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Fearlessly. It's up to us what risks we want to take regarding our own health. It's extremely unhealthy to isolate for weeks or months on end. The result of that is actually the weakening of our immune system. We develop and maintain immunity by mixing with people. That is a basic fact that any doctor can confirm. That is a basic fact of immunology. We don't need to stand for the lies. We don't need to accept this. There's a certain urgency. The New World Order people, they're out in the open. They have been. Their agenda's just out in the open now. They created the European Union. They've tried to create a union of the Americas, Asia and Europe, the so-called trilateral alliance or whatever it's called. This isn't for the benefit of any of us. It's simply a game of power and money. In the Vedic tradition, power is Shakti, God's potency, and money is Lakshmi, God's wife. Without properly understanding power and money, these things are not under the control of mortal men at all. We're just simply being bluffed and played. If we consent to being prisoners in our own homes, then we have no one else to blame. But it's time to call this bluff and return to normal life, reassert our basic human rights, get on with life, kick this New World Order out, just shine as much light as possible. Anyone can do the research. This is old news. New World Order, hundreds of years it's been going, since the 18th century. The so-called Illuminati, or whatever they are, they're not illuminated. These are not enlightened people. These are greedy, selfish, ruthless, ignorant people who have no business trying to tell us how to live. Oh, they'll try, but we have no business listening to them. Love is the law. These are the two greatest teachers of the 20th century, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada and Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Maharaj, who left this world actually 2010. Between them, they showed us who God is, what God does all day, how to make a relationship with God. This is universal. All of the religions in the world were reconciled 500 years ago by the latest incarnation of God, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He harmonized all the apparently different philosophies and religions and gave a universal mantra: Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, which he promised would be spread to every town and village in the world, and that's now happened. When we chant this mantra, it purifies the world, it purifies our hearts, it purifies our minds, and purifies our consciousness to the point where we can see what's what, what's true and what isn't true. So it's time to kick out the rubbish. The real disease of this time, the real cancer on the noble body of humanity, is this horrendous entity that calls itself the New World Order. It's not hidden, but by anyone allying themselves with that, they're just allying themselves with darkness, ignorance, child abuse. My God. Ugh. Just filth and dirt and rubbish. So anyone who's sincere to seek out the truth, there's truth that exposes ugliness, but more important than that, there's truth that reveals beauty. It's only when the ugliness becomes an obstacle to absorbing ourselves in the beauty of life, love and God that we need to deal with it. Otherwise we don't need to absorb our minds in the rubbish world domination fantasies of people who are just sick people. Their money and their greed and their ignorance has just made them sick in the head. We don't need to listen to any of these people. Chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is the path to perfection and happiness. This is the way of love. And just as we're coming up to May Day, beginning of May, this is an article I wrote in the local paper in Lampeter, the Grapevine. I just wanted to share with people. This is Britain. This is why Britain is so powerful. And I'm sure many of you understand that the reason why this New World Order freak out has just happened in the last few weeks is because Britain has taken a lead, and Britain has rejected the control and domination of this Nazi organisation that pretends to be benign, the European Union. It's just a New World Order in another guise. People should understand that changing from military uniforms to suits and ties does not confer respectability on basically the same group of people that have been trying to dominate the world for a very long time indeed. They always try. This has been going on since the dawn of time. They're known as the demoniac element in society. So Britain is powerful because of these circles. If you can see the Western Circle, there's, where are we? Stonehenge, Glastonbury, Llantwit Major, and that circle in the west is centred on the Malvern Hills. These were circles of choirs back in time. People used to chant 100 people at each of these sacred places in 1 hour shifts, 24 hours a day, round the clock. These were known as the circles of perpetual choirs. And the reason why Britain is so powerful is because of this 400 square mile area, 20 miles wide, 20 by 20 miles. The London Earth Star, the most powerful energy mandala on the planet. And guess what's at the centre of that massive energy mandala? And do look up earthstars.co.uk, and you'll understand that London, strangely enough, even though it's been the heart of Babylon and darkness and financial manipulation for many centuries, actually turns out to be none other than the biblical city of Revelation. Go and find out for yourselves. Please go and research this. And you can see this map again on, if you can't see it clearly here at wizardsofom.com. Alright, I'm going to sign off here. I've said my piece. That was my 15-minute rant. But I'm feeling confident and happy and positive that this is just a time of transition. We shifted into the age of Aquarius in 2012, and yesterday's men desperately trying to impose yesterday's methods of totalitarian and authoritarian control. Oh, what a sad bunch of losers, honestly. Really, we have nothing to worry about. Just don't listen to their rubbish. Non-stop media, BBC rubbish. And what's in the middle of the London Earth Star? What's bang in the middle of the London Earth Star? This might surprise you. Right there. Right bang in the middle. BBC Broadcasting House. Well, 20 million UK households pay £150 each. That's about £3 billion to support the BBC. And the BBC is just pumping out rubbish propaganda on behalf of the medical mafia, Bill Gates, World Health Organization, United Nations, New World Order, Bilderbergers, Trilateral Commission. What a joke. What a joke. What a sick joke. All these people add up to a cancer on the noble body of humanity. But the cancer, like every cancer, requires a host body. This great cancerous tumour called the New World Order, we can either let it kill the body of humanity, or we can remove the tumour altogether by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Very powerfully we can neutralise these demons. This isn't violence, this isn't a call to violence. This is simply purification of the airwaves, of the atmosphere. And the British people, for goodness sake, stand up, have some self-respect. We fought these people in World War II. My father served in the armed forces in World War II to rid the world of Nazis. So just because they've put on suits and ties and they're just using legislation and lies, doesn't mean we have to accept any of it. God exists, despite all the lies told in our school books. Darwin. Really? Who but a complete idiot would believe that 8 million diverse, beautiful species of life have all simply mutated out of a microbe from a pond? Oh, wake up. I'm sorry, but if you believe that crap, wake up. Oh, sorry, I'm starting to lose my temper a little bit there, but no, not really. Not really. Just don't take it seriously. We've been lied to. Don't let them lie to you from cradle to grave. The greatest tragedy in life isn't death. The greatest tragedy is to waste our lives leading up to the time of death, because the death rate is the same as it's always been, 100%. We all die. Just don't waste your life leading up to the point of death. And you men and women in the armed forces and in the police, did you really put on your uniforms and join up so that you could guard the gates of these sick people? Really, you want to protect those sick people? How much protection was given by British government and royalty and the police force to Jimmy Savile? And do you want to associate yourself with that? Have some self-respect. all of you people in uniform, have some self-respect. Wake up. Love is the law. When Jesus was asked what are the greatest of the commandments, he said the greatest of the commandments are these: love God with all your heart and soul and mind, and love your neighbour as thyself. Love does no harm to its neighbour, therefore love is the fulfilment of the law. And he also said, I have not come to change the old law, I have come to fulfill it. And it's our duty in this Christian country, this great country, and Britain has been great. This is a very powerful country. We've taken a lead to break free from the Nazi European Union. Now let's take a lead to smash the New World Order. Smash it, crush it, shine light on it. It only functions in the dark. It is a disgusting organisation. The most powerful way to do it, not by physical confrontation or violence, just by purifying the ether, purifying the airwaves, and chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, loudly and fearlessly. Viral revolution. Let the truth go viral. But the truth that God, life and love are beautiful, and we have a great deal to celebrate. So let's get out on the streets. Hug your friends. Nothing has really changed. Everything seems to be different, but actually nothing has changed. The basic laws of life and nature are exactly the same as they always have been. So let's celebrate life, and let's put all this darkness and nonsense behind us and get on with what's important. Look after our friends and family and build our communities. Grow some vegetables. Eat a clean diet. Get out and get some sunshine. Build up your immune system. We need the vitamin D. Eat some greens. Get the vitamin A. Take some fruit. Get the vitamin C. Be healthy. These viruses won't touch you. Hare Krishna.